There's this myth that as we grow older, we have to learn to tough it out and keep things to ourselves so as not to be a burden to others. But that's exactly what it is, a myth. And today, that's what I want to talk about. If I look back at the comments I've been getting in my recent videos, I would say that this is happening more and more. A lot of the people that are commenting are hurting, and they're saying like they're shouting into a void. But the thing is, while self-reliance is good, it can also be a trap. I'm going to read you part of a comment that I received from a viewer on one of the recent videos. The viewer said that they felt like the last surviving human after a global scale extinction after losing their family. That's terrible, isn't it? The thing is, many of the community of people who watch this channel feel as though they're in the same position, that they're not just lonely, but truly alone without a safety net. I suppose the thing is, how do you find the will to keep plodding on when there's no one else at home to be sharing your life with? What it does is it makes us all want to have a best friend, but you don't make best friends overnight. And it's one of them things that I go back to time and time again. It's the small things. A chat with a postman, a comment on YouTube, or a phone call to an old friend. These small sparks of connection are what keeps our sense of self, from drifting away. A common thread I hear as well is that new friends are kind of superficial. People feel that their baggage, which could be their health, their age, grief, makes them a burden onto somebody else, or that perhaps others are too busy in their own lives to listen to them. And you see, this is where I kind of think slightly differently. We have a community here on this channel where I think people are finding it a bit easier to share their burdens. And I think it's also that that's an invitation for others to say, I know how you feel. I've gone through that as well, because so many of us have. And I see this horizontal support, if you like, in the comments on here every day. I suppose the question is this: why is it so hard for us to say that we're struggling? I kind of understand this in a way when I think back to losing my business and losing everything around us. It's really hard to put your pride on the line and tell somebody that you feel like you've not got it all together. It's a hard thing to do. I can remember feeling at the time I was very vulnerable and not wanting to put my burden onto somebody else. And that's completely natural. But the thing is, that burden, that struggle that you're going through, it actually acts as a magnet to the right people rather than a sign of weakness. Those right people are the people that will support you through it. Some people have said that in this age of social media and that, the world feels more lonely than it did before. We sit and we watch other people's highlight reels, as I call them, when they're showing the great holidays on, the parties they're going to, the days out they're having. But what they forget to tell everybody else is that those are their highlight reels, and their whole life in particular isn't like that. But they're sharing the best times to make you think that they're doing better than they are. I know, I've done it myself. One viewer made a case for useful boredom, and another mentioned how fast-paced and superficial the world has become. And they're both right. You see, there's a difference between the digital noise that surrounds us now and community. The reason this channel has got viewers is not because it's fast-paced, it's because it's slow, it's calming things down. If you're on your own, you can use this channel in a way as a bridge to talking to somebody else, because we don't just talk about feelings and emotions and things like that on this channel. We talk about music, we talk about films, we talk about nostalgia, all things that many of us have got good memories on. And you can use talking to somebody in a comment as a way to just open yourself up again and get used to chatting to new people. After all, it's got to be better than just scrolling to get through it all. I understand that people are feeling lonely, especially when times are hard. What I'd like you to do as a viewer is to do me a favour. Just one small thing. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to for a while and just have a chat with them. You'll be amazed at how appreciative they'll be because of that. Alternatively, look down in the comments below on this video and leave a supportive message to someone who seems to be going through it, in your opinion. I'd be grateful if you'd do that. Now, if you've got to this point in the video, you're not just watching a video. In actual fact, you've become part of this community of people that are looking to find their way. It's as simple as that. And if you look up there, there'll be a playlist of other videos that I hope will encourage and inspire you on your journey. I'll see you next time.